So I've been on the hunt for the best pair of fatigue pants, and with me I have a pair from Orslow, Engineered Garments, and Needles. And in this video I'm going to be going over my experience with each pair, what I like, what I didn't like, their details, sizing, and fit, just in case you're looking to buy a pair for yourself. And fatigues have pretty much been my most worn pant of all time. I have this pair here I thrifted about 7 years ago, and I wore these until these zippers straight up snapped off. So I'm going to get these repaired soon, but in the meantime I figured, hey, why not see what the world of fatigue pants has to offer? And if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you already know what fatigue pants are, but just in case you don't, the origins of the fatigue pant can be traced back to the OG 107. OG standing for olive green. This was the standard US Army uniform from the mid to late 1900s, and fatigue came from the term fatigue duty, which were non-military tasks that these uniforms were typically worn while performing. And fatigue duty could consist of things like digging graves or working on the road. And before I get into the other pairs of fatigues I'm going to be talking about today, I just wanted to show my old pair one more time. And I'm showing these just to say that you don't need one of these fancier fatigues. A pair like this will do you just fine. You could get these secondhand on eBay, any secondhand shops, or at a military surplus shop. But these used to be a pretty deep dark green, probably close to that Orslow pair. But after the millions of wears and washes I put these through, they've faded to this nice lighter green. And as you can see, they've gotten some holes from wears. They've had some rips here that I've repaired. And don't worry, this zipper is also going to be repaired so I can wear them again. But a pair like this will do you just fine if you're just maybe getting into fatigues or you don't want to spend too much. And the first pair I'm going to be talking about today is this pair here from Orslow. These are the regular fit fatigues in a reverse sateen, and I have these here in a size extra small or size 1. And for reference, I am 5'8", 140 pounds, so my waist fluctuates between a 29 or a 30 depending on the day. And some things I really love about this pant are the buttons on the back, so you can adjust the size to whatever you need. And the deep dark green on this, I think this is going to wear very well, and as I wash and wear it, I think it's going to fade very, very nicely. And another thing, the length is pretty much perfect on me. I didn't hem them, so just keep that in mind when you're buying them. And for some cons, these are pretty expensive, and it's pretty much impossible to find these on sale anywhere. And maybe if you're taller, the length might not be accommodating for you. They might be a bit too short. And here I am wearing the Orslow fatigue pants with Rick Owens combat boots, a capital damask fleece, and a ground cover Suno bag. Shout out Avery. And if you're looking to buy these pants in the same size that I have, I went ahead and measured my pair, and I'm going to put the measurements on the screen now. And I also know that Withered Fig is a good resource if you're looking to see the measurements for the other sizes of the Orslow fatigues that are available. It's what I used to buy this pair here, and based on their measurements, this fit exactly as I expected. And the next pair I'll be talking about is this pair here from Engineered Garments. These are just their fatigue pants, and I have them here in a herringbone twill. I don't know if you can see the little herringbone pattern across it, but it looks really, really nice in the light. And I have these here in a size extra small. They measure out to about a 30-inch waist, and this pair has been hemmed. So these pants here feature a hidden pocket on the front, a drawstring at the waistband, although not completely effective in my opinion, and they did have a drawstring hole on each leg before I got them hemmed, but those have since been removed. And I had originally bought a size small on Essence, and when they came in, the waist was just a bit too big for me. They were a 33-inch waist, so I had to return those, and I bought this pair here on Grailed instead in a size extra small, as the extra smalls for the herringbone ones sold out. And along with these, I also purchased this navy pair here, also in an extra small. These are in a waxed cotton, but although they're both extra small, this waxed cotton pair actually measures out to about a 31 or a 32-inch waist, which was just a bit too big for me, so I gave them to my roommate. But when buying pants from Engineered Garments, I'd just be wary of the sizing, as there does seem to be a bit of variance between each season and even just different materials. And some things I didn't like about this pant, the hips are a lot wider than the waist, and on me it's just not very flattering since I don't fill them out. It kind of just makes it look like I have these weird droopy drumstick legs, and I'm personally not a big fan of that kind of silhouette. And another thing is the drawstring inside of the pant itself. Since they're on the inside of the pant, it's not particularly effective at actually holding up the pant. But I mean, it does hold up the pant, but it causes the crotch to bulge out a little bit, and I don't think that looks very good. If the drawstring was on the outside of the pant, I think it would just hold a lot better. But yeah, those things I'm not happy about with this pant. And some things I like about this pant, although the hips are a bit large on me, if you needed extra accommodation, I think these are going to be great. And unfortunately, I don't have the measurements for the original length of this pant, but they did come very long when I had bought that pair from Essence. So if you are a bit taller or you just want to leave them long, these are going to be perfect for that. And lastly, I think the fabric on this is very, very sturdy, very, very tough. So I think they're going to hold their shape very well as I wash and wear them in the future. And here I am wearing the Engineered Garments fatigue pants with an Engineered Garments denim trucker jacket, Needles mohair cardigan, and Margiela gats. And if you're looking to buy these Engineered Garments fatigues in the size that I have, I went ahead and measured my pair, and I'm going to put the measurements on the screen now. But just be advised that Engineered Garments, again, does seem to fit a bit differently between seasons and materials, and my pair has been hemmed, so I don't have the original inseam length. And the last pair I'm going to be talking about is the Needles HD fatigue pant. And I know these aren't a traditional fatigue pant. These are HD pants, a popular silhouette by Needles, characterized by these darts running along the front of the pant on the top here and along the bottom that give them this very distinct balloon shape. But this pair does have fatigue pockets on the front and on the back, so I will be including them in this video. I will be making a video on HD pants in the future, but here's a little sneak peek of what the HD pant looks like. And some cons with this pant, although I'm only 5'8", they do tend to feel a bit short at times, and I know sizing up gets you a bit of a longer length on these, but you also, of course, risk getting the larger waist, and when you start to stitch those up, you do risk getting some creases that personally I'm not a fan of, but otherwise, I do love this pair. And here I am wearing the Needles HD fatigue pants with an Issey Miyake Pleats Please trench coat, capital sweater, and Margiela gats. And if you're looking to buy a pair of these Needles HD pants in the size that I own, I measured my pair again, and I'm going to put the measurements on the screen for them now. And out of all of the pants I showed today, my most worn pair has to be the Needles HD fatigue pant. And I know these aren't a traditional fatigue pant, but I think that the big baggy balloon silhouette just goes with the types of clothing I wear a bit better than the other ones. But if you are looking for a more traditional fatigue pant silhouette, I would definitely recommend the Orslow pair. The fabric is great, the color is great, the fit, the length, I think it's all just incredibly, incredibly flattering. And unfortunately, the Engineered Garments pair I can't really recommend, to be honest. I think when buying these, the sizing is just too much of a toss-up unless you just can get the exact measurements of that pair you're buying. And I think the wide hips are just not as flattering on me, so I tend to reach for this pair a lot less often. And yeah, I'm just not a big fan of these. Thanks for watching my first video ever. If you have any questions about the pants that I showed today, anything about the details, sizing, or fit, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And follow me on Instagram. I'm going to leave it in the description, and like and subscribe. Thank you.